your girl Didi, and I'm back again with another freaking video. Now, this video is not really a fun one. It's not really like one of my more upbeat videos. I want this channel to be very transparent. I want this channel to be very I just want to be real with y'all. Like, I really just want to be real, because I feel like there's a whole lot of fake in the world, a whole lot of, you know, just trying to put on the front of what's good, and sometimes stuff isn't good, sometimes stuff isn't great, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, nothing's bad right now, nothing's horrible. Like, honestly, there's a lot of good going on, you know. My channel, we just reached 1.1k, y'all. We just reached 1k, y'all. Like, do you know how excited I am about that? And I love all 1,000.1 of y'all. Like, I just love you guys so much. Like, you don't know how long I've been doing this channel and how long I've been like posting videos. Yeah, I think it's been 4 years. Like, yeah, it's been 4 years of me posting, and those first 3 years I didn't get a lot of traction, like, at all. And for my channel to be where it is now, I'm just so grateful for all of you. So thank you. I want to talk about something that is not really talked about at all. Like, at all. I cannot name one YouTube video with a person looking like me talking about this. So let me be the first of very few to talk about this subject. Okay. Anxiety. I have dealt with anxiety for as long as I can remember. I remember my first experience, my first encounter with anxiety. I was in 3rd grade, and that's young, y'all. Like, that's so young to like experience that feeling. And I just remember feeling this feeling and wondering why it won't go away, and just doing everything I could for it to go away, and it wouldn't go away. Yeah, I was in 3rd grade. I had just came back in the middle of the school year, thrown into this new school in the middle of the school year after being homeschooled for like 2 years. I don't know what my mom was thinking. I know she probably had the best in mind, but that's not how you do it, sis. Like, that was probably not the best option for me. So I remember walking into this classroom, 3rd grade me. So I would have had to be, honestly, I'm not good with the math. I don't know. I had to have been like maybe 9 or 10, maybe. I don't know, y'all. Whatever year you are in 3rd grade, that's what I was, okay? I walked in, I see 25 plus kids just staring at me. I walk in, and the teacher says, "Oh, look at our new student." All eyes. It was like turned, and I felt it in my stomach. I felt it a little bit, just a little bit of anxiety. At first, it was mild. It wasn't even mild. It was just very. I mean, it was mild, but it was getting riled up. I sit down at my desk that had my cute little name on it, you know, with the letters. Such a shy child I was. I was so shy, y'all. I still am. Which is funny, because you probably wonder, why is she on YouTube? Because this is different. I'm behind the screen. But we'll talk about that later. So anyway, I sit down, and anxiety is just getting higher, more intense. I'm sitting there, my first day, I have my glasses on, little pigtails, braided back pigtails, my uniform. I was already nervous because I've never been at a school like this before, right? So I go out and sit down. Everybody's looking at me. I had one girl say, "Hi, nice to meet you." I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name?" "Dia." She was so kind. But then I had this other girl I will never forget her name. I'm not gonna mention her name, but I will never forget her name. I know it to this day. And she is the start of some shit. That's all I gotta say. She's the start of some shit. But anyway, she made my first day so horrible. Made my whole years horrible, because I went there from 3rd grade until 6th grade. The stares I got, like, she just turned everybody against me, literally, within the span of like 3 months when I started there. You know, just very catty. And it's so funny because you would think kids can be the most rudest of them all. Like, they can be so cruel. And me having a little brother, I try to teach him that, you know, you just kind of have to let it roll off your back. But when you're built like us, and I'm talking to the ones that experience anxiety, it's a lot, y'all. That was my first experience with anxiety, and ever since then, it's never got its foot off my neck, ever. There'll be bouts of times where it's very minimal, it's not there, but for the most part, anxiety and me have always been like this, sadly. And you know how bad I want to get this bitch off of me? I try to pry her off of me. And sometimes I'll get it like this. Anxiety, me. Wait, wrong finger. Anxiety, her. Me, right? Sometimes I'll get her like this. But slowly, she'll get closer and closer and closer until we're intertwined again. Think of it as a voice in your head. Just a bitch, like a bullying bitch in your head. Think of that. Constantly just in your head. Whatever you do, from the moment you wake up to the moment you put your head down at night. You ain't shit. They don't like you. You're fucking weird. You'll never amount to nothing. You're ugly. Your YouTube channel's trash. You suck. I hate you. They hate you. They all hate you. You should yourself. Constantly. Right? It wouldn't be fun, right? So I'm trying to explain to you non-anxiety folks how it is for a person that lives with anxiety. Think of it how I just explained it. I'm more resilient to things. Because when I tell you the things that I have experienced very recently, I would have acted so much worse than what was shown. Dee Dee 5 years ago would have literally just snapped. Like, literally that would have broke her. Just a lot of things are triggering. And I hate that word because it just makes it sound so weak. Like, oh, you're triggered. No, y'all. I don't want to use this as a crutch because that bitch named anxiety can go herself. Like, in all seriousness, like, she can literally go herself. Like, me and this bitch have been battling since the dawn of time. Like, do you think I would want this? No, I don't. I fight her on a daily basis. She is constantly in my head. She's constantly trying to ruin my day. Being a black adult woman with anxiety, right? It's not, when you tell people that, they're like, what? Oh, you can't have anxiety. You're black. Like, you cannot have anxiety. Like, you cannot have anxiety as a black woman. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They think you're making shit up. Bitch, I wish I was making this shit up. Because then it wouldn't be real. But it's very, very, very much real. Yeah. The thing about medications, in my experience anyway, I take medication, you know, for anxiety. I just stopped taking one not too long ago. I just had an episode actually, and I was on the medication. So I stopped it because I'm like, if you're not gonna help me, then what is the reason for me taking it? So it's like it'll work for the first like 3-4 months, but then after that, it's like my body becomes immune to it, and it's like it just stops working, or it makes it worse. People don't understand like the shit that goes on in the head, bro. It's not something that I can just shrug off. It's not. I wish it was. God knows I wish it was, but it's just not. It's not. And I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but I just feel like this has to be said. I feel like in the Black community, it needs to be talked about a lot more than it's being talked about right now. Like, just recently, depression has been acknowledged in the Black community. But just like any other race can have anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, bipolar, this, that, and the other, all these types of mental illnesses, I like to say that, mental health conditions, we're going to call it that. We're not immune to it. My skin color does not make me immune to these things. It doesn't. And I feel like when people look at me, right, I look normal, right? I look like a normal human being, whatever normal is, right? The only difference is my brain is wired completely different than yours. Completely different. It's like they're not gonna get what they don't understand, which I get. But if you would try to understand it, maybe you would get it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when people look at me, they see a normal person, but then they see my actions and they think, oh, she's standoffish. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she thinks she's better than people. Oh, she's just weird. So on and so forth and so on and so forth. Like, I wish everybody took psychology. Not mainly that, because when you go into psychology, that's just way too much shit to handle. I wish everybody studied what anxiety actually is, what social anxiety is, what generalized anxiety is, and just the whole branch, okay? Because it's very deep and you have levels, you have ranges. So irritating, y'all. Because I feel so misunderstood. That's it. I just feel so misunderstood, y'all. And feeling that feeling, I said I wouldn't cry. I said I would not cry. I'm not gonna cry on YouTube, bitch. So, feeling misunderstood is probably the worst feeling that you could ever feel in life, especially when you're misunderstood by everybody. What you're seeing, what you see on my YouTube, what I post, it's not fake. That's real me. That's real me when I'm comfortable, when I'm happy, when I'm around people who understand me. When I'm not, you're not gonna see the real me. You're gonna see a shell of me. That's what you're gonna see. Black women can have anxiety, okay? I just want people to know that. Like, it's not immune to us. Like, this is a real thing. Like, it's very real. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to touch on. Y'all, I've been drinking a lot more water. Just recently, I have been taking every precaution that I need to control Miss Anxiety Bitch. That's what I like to call her, because she's a fucking bitch and I hate her. But she's a part of me, sadly. Not saying I hate me, because I love me. But anxiety, that Miss Anxiety Bitch, she likes to make me try to hate me. That's the part. And every day I have to try to pry her off of me. And it's hard, y'all. It's very hard. And if you knew what goes on, you would just be more understanding. That's all I gotta say. The brain is really, really interesting, y'all. because it can literally turn on you. It can literally just feed you all this false information. Y'all like my shirt? Tried to be a little bit cute for this video. It's going on 20 minutes. I hope I said everything that I want to say. I don't think I did. And the thing is, even when you do everything that you can to cope with the anxiety, you take your medication, you go to sleep on time, or you get enough sleep, you drink water, you eat healthy, you exercise. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm just, it's like, what do? I'm gonna try not to get emotional. My mom, and bless her, my mom and my family, they know what I deal with. They know. Because I have family members that also deal with the same thing. Sometimes I think this shit is hereditary, like it just passes down the line, or sometimes skips down the line, because it's very, very prominent. It's very prominent throughout my family. But anyway, like two years ago, my mom was like, you know, trying to get me on disability benefits, and I remember telling her, no, I'm not gonna let this shit consume me. I'm not gonna do that. Cause I'd be damned if I give this bitch any reward. No, bitch. I'm talking to Miss Anxiety, bitch. No, you cannot have me. No, you're not gonna consume my life. So I told my mom, I was like, no, I'm gonna work just like a regular person. And I did that shit. And I'm doing that shit. Look at it. And I'm so, sometimes, and if you're out there and you're dealing with it, count everything that you do. Whether it's you get up and you take a shower, count that shit. Because sometimes anxiety will try to rob you of something as simple as brushing your teeth or showering. I've been there. But I'm sorry, I got OCD, I gotta wash my ass. But sometimes it can get to that point. Anxiety, depression, whatever it is, make sure you applaud yourself. You get up and you do the dishes, you do your laundry, applaud yourself, okay? You talk to somebody on the street, applaud yourself. Wait, don't talk to anybody random on the street. But I'm saying, like, if you call up somebody you haven't talked to in a while, applaud yourself. Like, if you don't like to talk on the phone and you call somebody and you talk on the phone, applaud yourself. Like, you did that shit, bitch. You did that, okay? And I'm proud of you. If nobody else told you that they're proud of you today, I'm proud of you. Because you did that. You did that, okay? The anxiety type like me, where you have ruminating thoughts, I feel like that's the worst kind you could ever have. For example, say you go to the gas station and you tell the guy, the clerk, hey, can you put 20 on pump 3? He's typing it in, right? And then you're like, you realize, oh, it's not pump 3, it's pump 9. So you say, oh, excuse me, sir, I mean pump 9. So he does it again, puts it in. Ding, ding, okay, $20. You leave. Your brain starts going, why did I say that? Oh, he probably thinks I'm dumb. I don't remember what pump I was on. Like, wow. Now, that's an exaggeration. But sometimes, with some people, it can be just like that. Over some dumb shit. Like, your brain will just tell you what you did wrong in that situation. It won't stop there. It'll keep going. It'll keep replaying what you did, what you said. 3? I meant 9. 3? Why did I say 3? I meant 9. Replaying. For at least, sometimes this can go on for an hour. But now, at this age, the most I will have a ruminating thought is for like 15 minutes. But still, that's too long. Imagine having the same thought replaying in your mind for 15 minutes straight. 15 minutes straight. Criticizing you on some dumb shit. It's torture. It's literally torture. And I feel for my girlies and my guys out there that experience this, I love y'all. Because I know you're fighting every day. I understand it. I get it. But it's okay. We can keep going. Okay? We gotta take the cards that we were given, okay? If you wanna scream, punch a pillow, do it. Cause I get it. Sometimes I go home and I'm like, I really let that bitch take half of my day away from me. Half of my day. Over some dumb shit. But it's like, all we can do is just take it day by day. Think of another thought and have it get stuck on that. No, as easy as that sounds, it's hard. And my people with anxiety know how hard that shit is. Trying to redirect your thought when it's stuck in a ruminating thought, it's like that bitch don't want to let go for nothing. And I get it. But sometimes you just gotta listen to music, close your eyes, take deep breaths, and slowly but surely you're gonna get past it and you're gonna get out of it. I know it's hard. And I really hope every person that is dealing with this sees this video, because I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one experiencing this. And I know it may feel like you're alone and like this is bullshit and why am I dealing with this? But just know we've all had that thought, okay? So, yeah. I love you guys. And I hope this helps somebody. Bye. If you're in need of speaking with a professional, an option is BetterHelp. They have a ton of different therapists and counselors available, and they actually go a step further in matching you with the best fit for you. By the way, this is not sponsored. I just really mess with BetterHelp. Speaking with a friend or family member can also be a huge help. For emergencies and more urgent situations, call your nearest suicide hotline. In my area, it's 988.